Doug MPA back with another one. I've covered this lazy girl jobs phenomenon multiple times on my channel. Lazy girl jobs are women who are in corporate America, healthcare, the public sector, working these 80, 100-hour soul crushing jobs like men have to do. But these women get to a point where they say, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. So they change careers into a job where they make less money and there's less stress, where they can have work life balance and work life flexibility. And guys, I don't blame these women. They're not men. They don't have to do the male's journey. The man's journey is you graduate high school when you're 18 and you're completely valueless and useless to society. You have to get a trade. You have to get highly valued skills. You have to get an education in something that matters and become something. Become a man of status, of means, of resources. That is our journey, guys. And these women are like, no, I don't have to do that. So I'm not gonna. So here's another story of a woman who found her lazy girl job. This one's called People Tell Me I Have a Lazy Girl Job, but I call it a healthy job. You don't have to burn out to be successful. So we're going to get into this article. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's see what's going on with this girl here. It says, Linda Lee wanted to be challenged at work, but not at the expense of her mental health. So she quit, because of course she did, guys. A lot of women will claw their way all the way up the ladder just to quit. A lot of women will go through law school, medical school, do all this stuff just to quit. Men in mass, we don't quit. We just deal with the stress because we don't care if we're happy at a job. We don't care if our job is stressful. We don't care how long we're there, as long as it gives us the means to be able to provide for ourselves and a family if we so choose. Lee got another recruiting job elsewhere, and she's in recruiting because, of course, she is. Lee got another recruiting job elsewhere that provides flexibility, PTO, and a 4-day work week. Of course, guys. She now has a healthy girl job, and she's proud of Gen Z for making the workplace healthier. So she says, I used to work for a recruiting company where working long 60 to 80-hour weeks was glorified. The culture was all about the hustle. As a recruiter, I screened and sourced candidates as well as helped them revise resumes and prep for interviews. It felt like being the last one out of the office, and choosing not to take vacations was a good thing. Then, when I did take PTO, I was really just on call and could never truly unplug. On a normal day, I was working 12 to 15 hours a day. I worked early mornings, nights, and weekends just to keep up with the workload. I also had a 2-hour commute to and from work, and right when I got home, I went to bed. Even though I performed well for the company, my mental health always felt like it came second. I come home from work and cry every single day. There were times where I felt like I was suffocated and I couldn't breathe. Aww. And she's going to a job in an air-conditioned office, in an office building. What about the guys who work 12-hour days in the sewers, on the back of a garbage truck, on oil rigs, roofing, laying concrete, in manufacturing plants, or farming 12 hours a day? You hear those guys complain about having to work 12 hours a day? No, you don't. But you sure will hear women complain about oh, I had to sit in a cushy office for 12 hours. Oh, poor me. I never felt good enough no matter what I did. I think I have to meet my goals at work. I have to meet them. Then when I didn't, I had to explain why in meetings, and it felt embarrassing. Those meetings gave me so much anxiety. One time, my boss lectured me in front of the team for not meeting my metrics for the first time. That moment had a big negative impact on me, and it was those kinds of actions that made the work environment extremely stressful. For a while, I chose to stay at the job because my colleagues and I were often told that quitting the company was lazy or weak. Managers said things like, why would you want to work somewhere easier? Don't you want to be challenged? Okay, the only thing I would put into this was how much was she getting paid? Because if she was getting paid $200,000 a year, I did that story about that woman that was a recruiter for Meta, and she's making $192,200 a year. She's probably making really good money because I think she's in San Francisco. I think. Yeah, you're gonna have to earn that money, young lady. It's not free. Eventually, I realized I didn't want to be challenged at the expense of mental health, so I left and got another recruiting job elsewhere. I now have what people call a lazy girl job, but to me, it's a healthy girl job. The recruiting job I have now allows me to set my own schedule. It provides true flexibility. I'm fully remote. I work 4 days a week and don't feel like I have to compromise my mental health to get my work done. I'm treated a lot better by management and my boss. They trust me to do my work and don't micromanage me. For example, they let me keep my camera off during meetings, and if I need help, they provide it. I also have the option to take paid time off, which my managers encourage me to use for my mental health. Now that I have flexibility in my schedule, I feel more centered and balanced at work and in my life as well. I go for walks, take lunch breaks, and go on vacation. I invest more into my friendships and relationships, and I also spend time exploring different cities on the weekends. Overall, my new job feels much better. I think a lot of times people believe they have to suffer or tie their self-worth to their jobs, and now I know that doesn't have to be the case. See, it's cause you're a woman. This woman, I guarantee you, she doesn't what she left behind in her old job is what she's looking for in a guy she dates. She wants a guy to be sacrificing his mental health to be able to get money and status that she can enjoy. She probably doesn't care if any guy she wants to marry gets to take lunch breaks or go on vacation as long as he's getting that money. Isn't that funny, guys? That's why lazy girl jobs will always be a woman thing and not a man thing. She said, "You shouldn't have to burn out to be successful." When I tell people about my job, I receive a lot of negative comments and hate messages. They tell me I don't want to work hard or that I'm lucky to have a lazy girl job. They say things like, "You just get to sit at your desk and do nothing all day," or "You don't know what true hard work looks like." Ooh, but that's not true. You guys, who do you think gives her the most amount of flack for having her job? That's right, women. You think guys would ever say anything to a woman about having a lazy girl job?
Nope.
You think a guy would ever say anything about her taking walks during the day,
Nope.
taking vacations,
Nope.
probably shopping when she should be working?
Nope.
It's women. Women are each other's worst enemy, guys. Don't ever get that twisted. You guys know that 50% of women say that they would rather have a male boss than a female boss, and 80% of workplace bullying is women bullying other women. Still, I'll put myself in their shoes and think back to when I was in a toxic work environment. I also couldn't comprehend what work-life balance was. It took some time to heal from that mindset, but now that I'm in a place that pays better and treats me better, I realize how I never want to settle again. I have a healthy girl job, and that's a good thing. So, Genji is making the workplace healthier by challenging and breaking barriers. We're no longer tolerating burnout and hustle culture. We're looking for cultures that prioritize our lives over work. I truly believe you can be successful in your work without ruining your mental health. So I'm hoping that they factor all these lazy girl jobs into the pay gap, guys. Are they going to do that? No. But you're having a lot of women jumping ship, guys. Most women claw their way to the top to get to the C-suite and then quit. Lawyers, women, you don't become partner until you're in your 30s, and a lot of women will want to have kids in their 30s and they quit. 50% of women in STEM will end up leaving the industry. So when the going gets really tough, women, not all women, but a lot of women quit. And this lazy girl job is just another. It's a way to describe when a woman just wants to get off the ship, guys. They're not men. They're not held to the same standards, so they're going to enjoy it. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.